Hey guys, how's everybody doing? It's August the 11th, Tuesday. Just got back. It's kind of a later video. Got some records to share with you as usual every Tuesday. I'm getting tired too. Had a very, very fun day with my girlfriend, and I just got back tonight from Cheers Pablo. We just got done painting. It was awesome. Super, super fun. I've never been there. And this is a really fun time. If you haven't gone or don't know about Cheers Pablo in general, do go. It's awesome. It's so cool. You get to do a whole bunch of like painting, and they like walk you through the painting and stuff. It's great. It's a fun time. Even if it's not like the best painting, the most important thing is that everybody has fun. That's the key point of it. And it was awesome. It was really, really cool, and we had a great time. It was my mom, myself, and my little brother were there, and it was awesome. It was so, so, so fun. So I highly recommend Cheers Pablo if you have that in your area, I should say. Some people don't, but yeah, do check it out. It's awesome. It's super fun. Went to the Fetus with Mariah this morning. Found 3 records. I wanted to get more, but money sucks ass, and I don't have a lot of it. I'm kind of feeling the hurt from Izades, taking that time off and stuff. It was gonna get me in the back one of these days, and kind of feeling that right now. I got some bills to pay and stuff. I got to pay off a car. We just got my car, something with it fixed. Had loans, had my phone bill and stuff, and so all that kind of comes in the beginning of the month. So the beginning of the month is hard, but I promise next week I'll have more records for you. Definitely. I'll have a bigger budget. Well, I had to go below my budget today, like $20 below. So, but I was able to find some cool used stuff. The first one I want to show you guys is from my record club that I am in. The record of the month. This one is from Wilco AM. Really, really cool album. Haven't listened to this in quite some time. I want to show you the vinyl, because the vinyl rocks. I love the cool colored pressings that they do, and this is actually on what I think is orange. It's like orange, yellow, gold vinyl. Really, really cool. I like how the label is orange too. Really awesome. My allergies suck too, man. Summer's tough for me. Spring isn't too bad. Fall is fantastic, even though it gets kind of colder. But yeah, summer just kicks my butt, and it's so crazy. But as I was saying, it's a very, very good reissue of this. They usually always do a great job when it's a reissue, so I have no complaints there at all. So Wilco AM, this is from Vinyl Me Please. I don't know what album they're going to be putting out yet. They usually tell that to us about last week of the month, or a couple weeks till the last month. So I don't know that yet. But now I'll be getting into some stuff that I got from the Fetus this morning. Let me try and not butcher this name. Thurston Moore and Lauren Connors. This is The Only Way to Go is Straight Through. This is a very, very good one. Only 3,000 of these pressed. So very kind of, I wouldn't say small, but it's not really anything that'd be everywhere, It's actually a live album. Side A is 21 minutes, and that's in New York City, July 14th, 2012. Side B is about 23 minutes, and that's in Brooklyn at a public assembly in 2012 October. So the way to describe this, this is one of those records where it's going to take a few listens for you to actually dive into it and understand what the artist is trying to capture and what they're trying to kind of get to you with. I'll kind of say a little bit of post rock, a little bit. But mostly ambient, electronic ambient music, kind of noise. Very, very good album, though. Really, really enjoyed it. Love the cover. It's a great, great album. Front to back, just awesome. Okay, the next two were ones that I did know nothing about. It's one of those impulse buys that I usually do. Usually get a couple that I don't know. Stalwart Sons, So Cold. This is one that I had no idea about. Found out it's a very, very good band. I would say punk, kind of punk rock band. This was released back in 2012 too. Wow, this is 2012 was the year for records this time. But Stalwart Sons, Stay Cold, Stay Cold. 2012. This is a punk rock group. Really, really good album. I don't know too much about punk. I'm not really. It's not something I usually go to, but once again, I have a very open mind to music. I can listen to anything, and this actually connected with me pretty well actually. So, Stay Cold. That is the name of the album. Stalwart Sons. Check it out. Very, very good. My last one I have to show you guys is a local group called Young Dudes. It's actually the band name. Local from Minneapolis, I believe. Very, very cool band. I would describe them as just a normal. It's almost like has a little bit of punk influence, but a very good rock band. The Young Dudes are really, really cool. This was back in 2007, and there's not a lot on this record of the band, and that's what kind of makes it kind of a really cool gem to find, you know. And it's local, so I gotta support local musicians definitely. This is back in 2007, and from what I can tell, this is the only album they ever released. I didn't find any others. Maybe there is. If you guys know, please let me know. But yeah, Young Dudes. This actually connected with me really well too. I was really pleased to actually really get into this. It was pretty cool record. Love the cover actually caught my attention. Definitely. Had to pick it up. Had to just jump on this one, and I'm really glad I did. It's none of these albums so far beat the Klaus Augerman Orchestra. Definitely not. Definitely not. We had to break that out now because it's just I'm talking about it. Nothing will beat this album. Oh my gosh, Klaus Augerman Orchestra. I can't give this album enough praise. Still, it's been like freaking like a month, and it's still just one of those gems that I just found. Probably the best ones. I would say probably the best record that I found out of Impulse that I've ever found in a very long time. Klaus Augerman Orchestra. This is awesome. Awesome. Gate of Dreams. Do check this out. If you see it, do not hesitate. Trust me. It's a mixture of orchestral and jazz and rock put together into one thing, and it's just he just makes it work, and it just really good players like David Sanborn's on here, George Benson's on here, Michael Brecker's on here. I mean, really great players. And some of you may think, well, Jake, you know, jazz, funk, rock, and all those things put together are kind of interesting, but it starts off really slow. I know I've talked about this album a lot, but I can't give it enough praise as it is. It starts off really slow. It's a very beautifully arranged orchestral piece. It starts off with Time Past Autumn. It's side one, and that's probably my favorite. Side two is actually very good too, but Time Past Autumn starts off very orchestral, very beautifully arranged, and then it just like builds up to this climax, and then it drops into something completely different than what any orchestral thing. It goes kind of like a jazzy rock type theme, and David Sanborn has a solo on the sax, and it's really cool. And then there's certain parts where the orchestral strings will come in and kind of back up what's going on, and it just works. I mean, every time I listen to this, it always hits me hard. I connected immediately with this, and some records do take time for me to kind of understand, but this one, the first 2 minutes of this, I was hooked. I wanted to know what was coming next and what side two would be, and just I love it. I love this album. Best find of the year so far out of anything I found. I should say anything used that I didn't know about, this is the gem right here. Klaus Augerman Orchestra, Gate of Dreams. Fantastic album. I mean, I haven't found an album like that in like a super, 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 super long time. So it was great to finally get something like that where I know nothing about, and it blows me away first listen. Um, really, really cool. Oh, I know I said I was gonna order those CDs. The end of July. It didn't happen. A lot of money issues and bills and stuff came in the way. Still haven't gotten time to do that yet. I really need to get those CDs. I do need to get those CDs actually, because I will probably be doing that Friday. Because I just really need to get those in before my. What sucks is that whenever you make a project, it only is on their database for like a certain amount of time. And the 23rd of this month is the one that I need to get it in by, so I need to get that done. Has to be Friday. It really has to be Friday. Need to get those CDs ordered and everything, so I'm very excited to get those in when I can. It's going to be awesome. I took a lot of good time on packaging the CD and the album art and everything and taking photos, and really came together to just it really describes the record and what I was going for. And with Under the Radar, it's still only 6 songs. I'm gonna try and write some more tomorrow. Before Mariah gets here, I want to get at least one, or I want to get somewhere where I can start really good and then maybe come back to it, you know. But it's still going in a very good direction for me. I still got a lot of ideas kind of in my head that I kind of want to play with, and very excited to kind of finally get those out, and I can actually kind of experiment with different things. So very, very excited for that. But yeah, that's kind of all I had. Today was pretty busy. Hung out with Mariah most of the day. She had to go to work, so, and then we went to go paint, and then now I'm back here. So this is a later video than it usually is, but had a very good time today. Very good day. Awesome day. Tuesday is like my favorite day of the week every week, because for me it's like Vinyl Tuesday, and it's just I go to the Fetus every Tuesday and I find some cool stuff. And now that there'll probably be sometimes where Mariah can't join me if she's busy or something like that, but most of the time she does tag along, so it's really nice to have someone there with me, because I usually used to go by myself. And it's really cool because she just really just wants to know more about music, you know. And I've dug deep into that, deeper than most people do, and I have a very open mind, and I love sharing my thoughts with people and just letting them know about music that I enjoy and stuff that maybe they don't on first listen, but then when they kind of get into it, they understand. And she's one of those people that really wants to understand more, you know. And I'm willing to share my gift, you know, with everybody, and especially with her, and just to open her up to new bands, new music, new genres. It's like kind of a new atmosphere to music, and take her on a different spin than most people are usually used to. So it's really, really cool. I'm glad she comes along with me. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. We get to see everyone we know there every Tuesday, because I usually see the same people and they know me now, and it's just Tuesday's great. I always just thrive for Tuesday, because the weekends suck at work, and Monday's like 50-50 chance if it's good or bad. Weekend is just understaffed, not prepared. Just our work is not the best, and it just sucks when you gotta work by yourself, you know, and you know it's gonna be fucking hell. And yeah, it's just bad working by yourself. I know anybody can kind of relate to that. If it's on a weekend and you're by yourself, you gotta do like multiple things, and it just doesn't work, man. They just need to open their eyes and see that that's not working. I can't be in 2 places or 5 places at once. It just can't happen. If I'm doing my job and you ask me to do another thing and I'm still in there for like an hour, I don't care about what's inside. I don't. My priorities have changed from inside to outside. Donations is my job. That is my job. I don't care what's inside. I don't give a crap what has to be done inside. Right now I'm focused on this. I can only focus on one thing at a time. And if they don't like that, screw that. You know, that's the way it has to be. Life sucks. Deal with it. But they just... The first step to solving a problem is realizing you have one. And there is a problem here. They need to see this or else it's going to get really bad. I don't get frustrated because they don't see it and I do. And it's just not accurate and productive at all to have one person on a weekend. Are you serious? Who wrote that? You need to hire at least, we should have at least 2 people on a weekend, at least. So one person can be in donations and the other person could be inside helping everybody else. And things run smoothly, no bumps in the road at all. But if it's just me, like 10 times out of 10, I am by myself. I have to get furniture calls, I have to switch out stuff, I have to move stuff, I have to help the processors, and on top of that I have to get donations, which is sometimes an hour you're constantly out there. And it's not realistic. It's not. And it doesn't take, like, a stupid person to see that. I've seen it for a long time. We've lost good workers, and it's just killed us. It really has. It's disappointing to me, you know? Because I see what needs to be done, but they just don't see it. And it's simple, too. They always complain, why is there 2 people? I'm like, you just wait an hour, and you'll see the reason that we need 2. Because I can't do everything myself. I wish I could, but I can't. I'm one person. Not 50, not 20, not 3, 1. And I can do one thing at a time, and that's the way it has to be. That's it. And that's the truth. I'm not lying about that. That's the way it's going to go. I don't care what you think. That's the way it has to happen. On a weekend, I've known it. I've worked there a year now. I know it's not a huge amount of time, but I do know exactly what weekends are. And if you want me to do multiple things, I will get to them, but not on your time, on my time. Because donations is number 1 priority to me. I'm the donation attendant. I'm attending to the donations. So everything else is secondary to me. That's not important. It's not my job firsthand to get those things done. My job is to take donations, bring it in, and switch stuff from outside. Everything inside is secondary to me. Especially on a weekend when I'm out there constantly, that is my focus. I don't care what's going on inside. I don't care if things are overflowing. You're going to have to deal with it until I have time to actually stop and do that. And you guys they just need to understand that. They don't, and it's stupid and it's hilarious to me that no one sees that. Because I want them to go out there and have no one help them. No, I would say no one help them. I want them to stay out there and I want to throw everything at them and see what they do. Because, you know, life sucks sometimes and there's shit you don't want to hear, but it's got to be said, man. It's got to be said to make people understand. That's what's wrong with the world today. It's just... people are stupid, just stupid, don't think. And the thing that really upsets me about people now is that when a problem occurs, they don't take it the way they're supposed to. It's just a slap on the wrist saying, oh, don't do that again. You know what that's solving? Nothing. That is solving nothing. Or, if they're in your shoes, you know, you have to make them understand in a way that is really going to impact them. I think that's very crucial in any situation for people to learn. Because if you just say, oh, just don't do that again, they're going to do it again. They don't give a crap because they're going to say the same stuff every time. You need to take action. You need to go above and beyond that stuff. You need to really make them feel that what they did was wrong. You know, that's what needs to be done. Everybody's like, that's so mean. Why would you do that? Sometimes you need to be an asshole to make people understand. That's just the way life is now. And I see that. You need to. Because people are so stubborn these days that they're not going to do anything if you just slap them on the wrist and say, okay, just do that, you'll be fine. It just doesn't fly anymore. It doesn't fly anymore. And we just need to find out and step back and accept that. It doesn't fly. You need to be assertive. You need to take action at just what needs to happen. The truth hurts, guys. And there's no easy way to say it. The truth does hurt sometimes. And you guys have to suck it up and deal with it. You know? There's been a lot of times in my life where I didn't want to hear the stuff that people had to say, but I need to hear it. You know, there's no 2 ways around it. And I'm glad that I heard it. Sure, it wasn't the thing I wanted to hear, and I was mad, but I understood. I understood what was going on and what I needed to do and what I needed to change. And it wasn't because someone just said, "Oh, just do this. If you don't, it's cool." That doesn't fly anymore. You need to take action and be assertive. Like I am. I'm very assertive. I speak my mind. I don't care who you are. You could be the president, old person, young person. I don't give a crap. You could be a child. I don't care who you are. Status doesn't matter. That is the thing that we need to get across. Status doesn't matter. We're all equal. We should all be on the same playing field. That's why I think, like, managers and stuff, I think that's just a load of crap. I could put on a badge as manager and people would treat me differently. That's bull, man. That is bull crap. You know what? Here's the thing. People abuse those positions all the time. I've seen it. I know it. Trust me, I've seen this. And it's humorous to me because people don't see it this way. When you're a manager, that's a title. It's a word. It's a title that you wear on a badge and you put on you, and you're somehow this godly person. It's a word. A word put you here. A title made you what you are. And they think they can rule the world, and it's just humorous to me. I don't think there should be managers. I don't. I think everybody should be on the same playing field as everybody else. Everybody's equal. No one's above anybody. We're all equal on the same playing field. So no one gets left out. No one gets pushed down because someone thinks someone's better than them. That's what needs to happen. I don't think we need upper authority, I think it's dumb because people just abuse it. That's what happens. And once you get to that point, you think that you can do no wrong and you can control everybody, and that's not the way this works. And it really frustrates me that people do that. It's ridiculous. And people just need, I know this is super, super long, but it's just, people need to wake up, man. They need to sit down and take a look at life and what you need to do. The thing I tell Mariah and a lot of people is that don't let work control your life. Don't do that. That's wrong. Live your life. Work is always secondary to me. It always will be. I don't care what I do. Be doing my passion, whatever. If I'm in $1 million recording session right now and something family comes up, I'm going there. I don't care what I did. I don't care if I win the lottery and this happens. Family is important. I don't care who you are. Family is important. And work just F's with people's minds. I mean, I heard from someone, they're like, the only time I ever want to just not go to work is if I'm sick or someone died. I was furious. Furious. Are you serious? You know what that says to me? Life has screwed you hard. Work has screwed you hard. And that's what happens. You put your whole life into work that you don't want to be at. Don't do that. Do not do that. Because you have run your life into the ground. I don't care if I take 50 days off or 1. It doesn't effing matter. People need to be more understanding. Let's say I had something come up with my grandma because she's in a situation now where she needs a lot of our help, and I say that and they're like, well, you blah 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 and stuff. I just still screw it. Family's more important. Work is always second. Take that into account. Live by that. Don't let work run your life. Do not. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you're doing. If it's your passion, family comes first. And that's what we need to figure it out. That's just what needs to happen. Because work can come and go. Family will always be there for you. Screw work. Don't let them run your life, push you around. Because then it's just going to keep doing that. You need to step up and stand up and say, no, my family is where I need to be now. You guys are secondary. And that's how I look at it. I do. I look at it exactly that way. I don't let work run my life. I don't. I don't think it should. I need to live my life. Going to work all the time and not want to be there is not life. It is not life. You need to go out there and do what you want to do. you want to go see a movie, let's go. If you want to hang out with friends, let's do that. If you want to help your family out, let's do that. That is life. Living outside those walls that you want to confine yourself into. Go out there and live it. Don't let work just screw with you. Work is on the bottom of my list and always will be. Always. I don't care if I'm doing my passion or something else. Passion is completely different than going to a job where you just don't want to be there. I'm not talking to people who has a passion. I said do not get involved. Yeah, get involved because it's your passion and you don't consider it work. That's what separates people. But if it's just like a job and part-time and just don't want to go, don't let it run your life. If things come up, you take that. Don't worry about work. If they fire you, who cares? It's for the better. God has a plan for us. That's part of the plan. Does it suck? Yeah, it probably will suck for a little while. But you know what? He always comes and picks you up. Every time. He does not let you just sit in the ground and just wallow in your sadness and you're just depressed and down, don't feel like you want to get up again. He picks you up. And he sets you straight, no matter what happens. It's just, don't let work run your life. Live more, work less. That's what I say. Definitely. I don't care who's watching this. It doesn't matter. If we're all equal. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. This needs to be said because that is what life needs to be. Corporations don't like that. Who cares? I could care less what they think. It's just a person to me. I don't think they're anything special. Just because you wear a badge that says manager thinks you're ahead of me. That's not how I look at it. I'll never look at it that way. You could be the president of the United States. I still think you're a person. You're not ahead of me. And we shouldn't look at it like that. We shouldn't. We shouldn't put someone in front of somebody else. We should all be on the same playing field helping each other. Helping each other. Not greedily taking from each other and wanting to be over someone else and taking what they have. We can't do that anymore, guys. We can't. Because one of these days, the tables are going to turn and you're going to be on the bottom. And you're going to be the person that's like, why did we do this? And live more, work less.